Oh, hey there. So I want to talk to you real quick about the fruit of the Spirit. I'm going to do separate videos for each one of the fruits of the Spirit because I think it's important. I think we don't talk about it enough, okay? Now, Jesus says you will know a tree by its fruit, okay? And we're all like, what does that mean? Well, it means this. If you look at a tree and there's a sign on it that says apple tree, and you look at it and you go, I don't see any apples. I don't see any apple blossoms. It looks like a pine tree. This doesn't add up. But if you look at the apple tree and you go, there's apples on it, there's apple leaves, there's apple bark, there's apple trunk. I think this is a correctly labeled thing. This is an apple tree. Now, Jesus says, one of the things he says is they will know you're Christians by your love. By this, they will know that you're mine, that you love each other, okay? That's a big deal. So the first fruit of the Spirit is to love, okay? And so whenever you look at the tree and you go, does that tree have apples on it? Spiritually speaking, as a Christian, they should go, first thing out the gate, does that Christian have love for his fellow man and for God? When you look at him, do you think he genuinely loves people? He or she. They genuinely love people. Like, I feel loved when I'm around them. I look at how they interact with their family, how they interact with their friends, their coworkers, their enemies. And everything they do is overflowing with love. It's like a fruit of the Spirit. It's like a natural byproduct that they don't have to think about. Now, in 1 Corinthians 13, it's the love chapter, right? And it says love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, and it goes on, okay? There's a long list. Now, I heard somebody a long time ago, and they said, we should look at each one of these attributes and say, love is all these things and is not all these things. It doesn't envy, doesn't boast. But then what if you put in God's name and replaced, where every time it said love, you said God. God is patient, God is kind, God is forgiving, he does not envy. Then you look at that and go, it all adds up. But what if you put your name there? What if you meant John is patient? Am I? John is kind. Am I? John does not envy. Do I? That's a pretty good test for yourself. This isn't a test you do on other people. You don't go around saying, hey, you know what? I did a test on you. It turns out you don't have enough love and you don't have fruits of the Spirit. You're not a real Christian. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is look inwardly. Look at yourself, look at your own heart and go, is it obvious to God and is it obvious to other people? And in my heart, do I know that I really do love? Because that is the first fruit of the Spirit.